And welcome back, everybody. This is the Benjinator, and you're watching Let's Play Xenogears, the greatest game ever. So I actually did I went a little bit ahead and I checked to see if there's any new gear equipment, and apparently there isn't yet. At some point, though, periodically when you're aboard the Yggdrasil, you'll have upgraded equipment for your gears. So that's probably going to be coming in a little bit. So this is just a little bit of extra dialogue with Nisan. So yeah, this is kind of reminiscing about how how much it sucked to have to flee the kingdom. Yep. Oh, the Yggdrasil. It's a really cool ship. I like the Yggdrasil a lot. It's got everything. It's got a bar. It's got a what is it? A dock. It's got bunk beds. It's got an engine room. It's got a bridge. Well, I mean, that's kind of par for the course when it comes to ships, but yeah, so now they're just kind of reminiscing. This is kind of nice, though. I really like how even the NPCs in this game are actually fairly well developed. It's kind of a nice change from a lot of RPGs, even in this era, that had very kind of like staticky, not very impressive characters. So let's get some items, stock up for the time being. So we do have some more. Where's our Omega Souls? You never have enough of these. Yeah, you might as well go nuts with them because they're always going to be useful. And I think that's also as I don't think there's any new equipment there either. Let me just check. Okay, so you can get these if you want, but these are kind of pricey. The rings, in this particular game, there's only a handful of accessories that I find to be really useful. Most of the time, it doesn't make too much of a difference, or at least it doesn't. The cost of buying them doesn't make up for the benefit, typically. So I forget what the deal is with this. Yeah, we won. Nope. Fei never gets hurt. Let's wait, Bart. Let's see how he's doing. You have perfect weight. That's so like. That would be so intimidating, just to go into some place where it's just like, okay, this is the perfect weight, and if you're not the perfect weight, we're going to tell you. I mean, I guess that's how BMI works, but... Oh, here's Margie. What's up, Margie? You left your stupid pink stuffed animal in front of the bridge. Can't you just kick it out of the way? So its name is... Yeah, and you can actually name this... this is... like the one character that you can name, but we're just gonna keep it as Choo Choo. I would name it something a lot more profane, but we're gonna keep it as Choo Choo. And you don't really have to worry about Choo Choo until later. There is gonna be a point at which you have to worry about her very briefly. But yeah, she talks with Choos and says nice to meet you. I do like this music a lot, though. It's one of my favorite tracks. It's very kind of like, la la la. Like, I don't know. Mitsuda just absolutely knocked it out of the park as far as music goes. And the reason why I'm talking about the music right now is to distract the fact that, I just can't stand Choo Choo. I mean, I feel like if Choo Choo was not in this game, it wouldn't make a goddamn difference. Even though, obviously Choo Choo is in love with Fei, it's kind of cute and kind of adorable. But at the same time, this is a very intense, kind of serious, intellectual game. And I feel like Choo Choo kind of ruins it a little bit. So, alright. So this is just kind of like this weird little aside. I still get to rotate the camera. I think it's kind of cool to get to rotate the camera. Yep. We're both buddies now, but not too long ago, we were at each other's throats. Just raring to dent up each other's very expensive gears. Yeah, well, stop getting yourself captured. It's ironic because, well, not ironic. It's funny, it's incidental, I should say, that some of the other RPGs that I plan on LPing in the future do have characters like Margie that just, they're NPCs that get themselves captured. They're usually of the female persuasion. And they kind of annoy me, but Margie is decidedly less annoying than most of those characters. She's a little bit more three-dimensional, but I think that goes with everybody in this game. Like, even the characters that I would normally not be a fan of, except for Choo Choo, she just sucks. Character types that I'm not usually a fan of are usually pretty okay. Like, they're fairly redeemable, which I appreciate. I think that's just because of the wide breadth of, well, the wide character depth that almost all these characters have. It's not perfect, though. There are characters later on, and again, I'm not going to spoil anything, that should have been more three-dimensional that are not. There are some playable characters that could have used a lot more development that just simply didn't have any of it. So, alright. Now we are ready to head towards Nisan, which we kind of... I think that there was one video that I kind of showed where this was before. There's quite a troublemaker in Geblar. Oh, who? Karin Ramses. That's his full title? Damn. Oh, wow. He's pretty much the commanding officer. No, of course they're after more. Come on, Bart. In a JRPG, there's always more than what meets the eye when it comes to, like, evil empires looking for something. They're always looking for, like, some portal into some mystical realm that gives them superpowers. That's how it works. I feel like this should be a like a screenshot that describes the entire game of the entire plot of Xenogears. Unexpectedly complicated. Everything about this game becomes unexpectedly complicated. I know, viewers, that right now it kind of seems pretty straightforward, but we're just at the beginning. This is a long, long game. Oh! Interesting. Okay, so... could Ramses have been in contact with Dr. Yuzuki? Oh, this is getting more intriguing. A traitor in our midst, perhaps. Alright, so... I think we actually went to that lone tree before, but I'll just be showing you guys again for the sake of expediency, because we get to float around in the cool little ship one more time. And you get to adjust the views, and is there anything over here? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, that's how you get to. If you want to go back to your HQ, you can do that as well. There's nothing really over here, though. There's just pretty much, like, you can go in here if you want. But, nope. Nothing there. And just to show what happens... Again, it's been a long time since I have, shown this, or actually we've done any work on this LP, so... Like, in case you're wondering and just want to get you some extra, like, this is kind of the border with Kislev. And, yeah, you can't go this way, because that's basically where... I'm not even sure what those things are. But those are basically like tanks. That's enemy fire. So that's where the two nations of Ava and Kislev are pretty much duking each other out. Although Kislev, I mean, if you look at this continent, the Ingus continent, I mean, it's only that northern part to the right, that like little peninsula that's kind of jutting out to the right, that comprises the... Oh, here we go. Here's the road to Nisan. Cool, so this is gonna go under and then over. And this will take us to Nisan. Good stuff. But yeah, that entire peninsula that you see on that mini-map over there, that's the entire country of Kislev. So it's a pretty small country. It's a pretty small nation. Right today it was just mostly like a lifeless desert, but so is the state that I live in. Okay, so we're gonna see some intrigue right here. Oh, so these guys know who Ramses is and what he's all about. So these guys... Yeah, these guys sound like they're from there. Ah. Yeah, it seems like these guys were probably insulares at some point. Then again... Oh yeah, Mei Ying. Yeah, so I mean, if it's not obvious to you guys, these Siggy and Citan, they always know more than the player does. They always, like, you can always have a suspicion. I mean, Citan, he just knows friggin' everything. And we saw that he had conversations with, like, some emperor at some point when Fei and him were captured on that Ava ship. So, you always get the impression that they know more than they're letting on. You're still talking about Mei Ying? So, obviously, Kar is dangerous, or Ramses is, but so is Mei Ying. That's interesting. Ah, premonitions. Something bad's gonna happen. Of course, this is very typical in a lot of JRPGs. This character's predicting that something bad's gonna happen without being specific even slightly. That's not unusual. Solaris. I do like the name Solaris, though. It's a perfect name for a Skyrag. All this stuff we don't know. Poor Fei. Fei's just kind of like, oh, he's listening in. Nice. He's trying to get a word in edgewise. He's trying to figure it out. Like, sorry, Dari. Yeah. I mean, Fei, if you're gonna eavesdrop, don't stand in front of the stairway. That seems kind of dumb. Aye. Well, here we are. We've arrived in the country of Nisan. Nisan, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're going to be... the next couple of videos are definitely going to be pretty heavy on story. Like, this is kind of one of those... you have these parts of the game where there's a lot of sneaking around and there's battling, which we just basically completed with the operation. And then there's going to be a lot of discussion, which is okay. I mean, that's one of the things I like about this game. Alright. Cool. Maison, you are in charge of the ship. You are my honorable second. Sweet. Oh, look, we got some filthy peasants welcoming us. They really do look like a bunch of friggin' paupers. Uh-huh. I'm not sure that Nisan has much in the way of defending against the Ava army, though. Seems like if their, Holy Mother Marguerite get captured that easily. Ah, plotting an insurrection. Well, you know, we've captured... We managed to sneak into the main castle and get back Margie, so... I think that the idea of, like, an insurrection... like getting our castle back. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. The only problem is that we have two huge armies to go up against. All right, there's Margie, just to show that we got her back. Yeah, she was only somewhat of a pain in the butt. Yeah, the Great Mother's come back. It's weird to think of her as a great mother, though. Alright, so we've made it to the town of Nisan. And we're going to be exploring it. It's pretty nice looking. You know, even though it's a little bit pixelated, of course. And so you can either go to the secret dock, or you can exit this way onto the world map. And so you can kind of walk around in the area that is encapsulating Nisan. So here we are in kind of like this upper left-hand corner. Anyway, so what's going to happen next? What is our next plan for dealing with Shekan, Ramses, and all these other assholes? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenogears. This is the Benjinator. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.